me say, Gary was actually in college when I first got to start watching him. He was in college. I was a rookie. We were about a 50-50 ball club, and we were thinking that we needed some new leadership as far as the point guard. And maybe since I was having a halfway decent seasons, maybe somebody who could come in and keep up speed with myself. When Bob Whistler came to me and said, watch this basketball game on Saturday afternoon, all I could see was Gary. He was yelling at somebody on the bench. Somebody at the bench had said something to him, and I was just like, this is the type of player we need here. I don't even know if he noticed. That's when I told him, I said, look, we got that number 2 pick in the draft. We got to do whatever we got to do, the position to get you. And it was a match made in heaven once we got to the draft.
The Seattle Supersonics select Gary Payton from Oregon State. Most people really believe that this young man has tremendous leadership qualities.
We needed that around here. We needed that young, that tough at the guard position. Somebody to come in and who could bag themselves up with their play, but also could play both sides of the ball. Two-way players, you don't find too many two-way players.
Right.
So, you coming out of college, well, we was lucky to get a two-way player.
Especially in our era. Because we was playing defense a lot, man. A lot of guards. Remember, it was a lot of guards in the league during that time. John Stockton, Kevin Johnson, Tim Hardaway, Rod Strickland, all the guards that was really good. And I was a big guard, so I was like, man, we can go up in here, we can do something, we can be special.
Gary Payton is so tough. A different type of point guard with the complete arsenal of weapons. Here's a steal by Gary Payton. Defense leading to offense. Seattle's main weapon.
First time I seen you was when you dunked backwards at the New York game. And I said, this kid is incredible.
That, folks, was a high school player last year.
Bernie Bickerstaff was the guy. He was the coach and everything. And he was like, I got to get you with this young kid, man, because you're going to be good. So, because Bernie had been watching me since I was a sophomore. So he kept saying, man, whatever way I'm going to do, I'm going to get you. I'm going to try to get you. I said, if I get to play with this dude, man, me and him going to be special together because I'm going to be throwing that thing up to him. I'm going to be running with him. We're going to get it. And then, so happened, lucked up, got the second pick. And then I told New Jersey, I said, man, don't pick me. I'm going to Seattle. It is what it is, man. If y'all try to pick me, I ain't coming.
I can do anything I want out here, boy. If your head lumpy, I tell you your head lumpy. I can't hit it up when you want me to.
Talk to me about the best trash talkers you ever encountered.
I say, now you go. Oh, stupid.
Yep, there we go.
A lot of people look at your talking, Gary, they think like that was just it. He was just talking, but they didn't realize he was taking them mentally out of their game.
Right.
I was the type of person that used to challenge Gary. I was always in the back of his ear telling him, Michael Jordan, about to get you. You better get ready. Michael Jordan over there, he about to, So I think the one thing that we did for each other, we always challenged each other early on. We took what we did. It wasn't, and some people look at it like we was talking crap, but I think it was more of us being positive and encourage each other because it was a test of what you could do it yourself because we knew we could do better.
That was a good thing about it. We always challenged each other. You used to get on me a lot. He'd be like, man, you better come on, man. Jordan gonna bust your head open. I used to get mad at you about all the time. It was all like, man, look here. Dominate that boy. Man, I don't care what it is, man. Take the ball down there and dominate him. But we used to motivate each other because of that. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't have our relationship off the floor, like we did on the floor, wouldn't have been right. Because we couldn't have talked to each other the way we talked to. Sometimes we used to cuss at each other.
We were going down the court back and forth. Like we was on the opposite team sometimes, and some of the players would be looking crazy.
They'd be like, man, what's Sean them doing? They going at it.
Yeah, but they didn't realize this is real motivation.
Once we got it going and we started doing it, then they start naming us the Rain Man and the Glove. You know what I'm saying? That
peanut butter, jelly.
There it is. That's
ketchup, mustard.
There it is. That's what we were. You know what I'm saying?
They call him the Glove, the Rain Man.
Some people around here wanted to call me Reindeer, and I was just like, no. Then they go,
Reindeer.
And I was like, no. And Kevin Calabro, he called back and it was like, what do you think about the Rain Man? And at first I was like, no, I'm thinking about it. And it was like, not R-A-I-N, but R-E-I-G-N. And I was like, okay, yeah, well, I like it. So I think it was at that point, that's when I started to realize, okay, we're going to have to build a foundation just for business around here.
The Rain Man, the power, back right hand. Look out below. Get up and lay it home with two hands, Rain Man.
There wasn't very many at the time that was worldwide known
No
for their
names.
nicknames and stuff like that. So to have a nickname, a pair of shoes named after you, a foundation built after you, was pretty big back in the 90s, man. Pretty important.
Yeah, you remember that? Remember 93, 94 when we was playing Phoenix. Kevin Johnson was the guy, and I told you I was gonna lock him down.
Yeah.
So I locked him down in that thing, and then you remember my cousin Glenn.
Yeah.
I mean, Glenn came and called me, and he was like, "Glove." I was like, "Huh?
Yeah.
Who the heck is a glove?" And then so he called me back, and he was like, "Man, you holding Kevin Johnson like a baseball in the glove." I said, "Man, I'm about to go tell my boy this, man." You remember I told you?
No, you came on the bus and you was like, you said, and then I was like, man, you don't know what you done did.
Boy, and then we started pumping it up, man. And then I was like, man, the glove and the rain, man. I was like, well, we about to get it. And then what we do? Got it.
And to Gary, lobs it ahead. The Rain Man will go to get it. Peyton leads the break. The lob. Jeff slaps it down. Oh, what a play.
I knew if I throw that thing anywhere, you was going to go get it.
I told you that.
You said it. You said throw that thing up on the roof.
I said,
and
throw
I
it.
go get it. And then all the antics you did afterwards, you point at and listed.
Jeff's got it right up into the alley. Power slam. Hot jam. Yeah, baby. Into Lister's face. Woo. The Rain Man.
I used to love it because I used to go walk back. I was like, that's my man. Go at them and go at their head.
Well, I think basketball is an expression sport, and I think it can be very intimidating also. You can intimidate a person by two ways, by talking to them or just going at them. The dunk is a powerful thing. It can change the game around. It can quiet the crowd, and also it can put a team on shock because there were so many times when we caught lobs and I got a big dunk where the team actually just stopped playing.
And looked at you.
Look at the
You remember when Gallon gave you high five? I said, for real? You gave him high five?
How you gonna do this,
I said, boy, are you kidding me?
Scrapes it up, goes back, up he comes. Gatling swats it away. Jeff powers in with a jam. Gatling got a piece of it. Gatling comes up and says, wow, we did a job, didn't we? And they high-five each other. That's beautiful. He's got to come with something good. That's a Dominico.
I'm gonna be honest with you. D. Brown did a pretty good job at the dunk contest. I will tell you this story, man. My last year I played in the NBA, 2005. I played with Orlando. I was going to practice in the morning. D. Brown had him and his kids was sitting out in his yard with the slam dunk trophy from about 15 years before, with the lemonade stands and everything set up. So he knew I drove by his house every day. So him and his kids was out there waving, and he had the trophy out there on display for me that morning. And I said, man, that boy got me.
Well, that's funny.
Number of respect for D. Brown, but he know he can see through that little.
That little thing,
That's the cherry on the sundae.
We don't get the credit that we was a dynamic duo because we only played like 7, 8 years together.
Absolutely.
Now, if we'd have stayed I think we'd have been like in the top 1 or 2.
And also, yeah, remember our winning percentage playing with each other.
Absolutely.
We didn't lose very many games.
And you remember, in 4 years, we won 60 or more games. We was a team, and we went to the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
And fans are vocal in their support of a Sonics run for the championship.
92 and 93 when we was playing, after we beat Golden State, that's when we really got people attention. And in those next years, man, we had some quality teams. We really had a chance to do something special. And I think we were really playing great ball in the regular season, but we were missing a couple little things in the playoffs that kind of ate us up a little bit. But I think we really played in those years in 92 and 93. I think we played great ball.
And in 92 and 93, though, Sean, when we lost to Phoenix, we took them to Game 7.
The Purple Palace is the spot where it'll be game, set, and match.
I think that's when we played our best basketball. We just fell a little short because we didn't have that ump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think Phoenix had more basketball players in more different positions than we did.
And
They
a better
couldn't deal
bench.
with us.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're better bench. They couldn't deal with us.
Sean Kemp. My goodness. And you wonder why this team is the best record in the NBA.
I thought we figured it out when we lost to them. We came back in the regular season the next year, and we had the best record in the NBA and was the number 1 seed.
What a remarkable year for Seattle. Franchise record wins of 63 en route to the best record in the NBA to establish themselves as a team to beat in the NBA.
And next thing you know, we get in the playoffs, and that's when they had a 5-game series.
Yeah.
You only get the first series was 5 games.
Welcome to the Seattle Center Coliseum for Game 1 of the best-of-5 opening round series between the Denver Nuggets and the Pacific Division champion, the Seattle Supersonics.
Remember, we had beat Denver 4 times in the regular season already. And when we got up 2-0, what I think we did was we went back to Denver and we just got complacent. We let them off the hook. When I went down, and then you got on the free throw line, had a chance to close them out, and you missed 2. I ain't never seen you miss 2 free throws like that.
And the door is still open for the Nuggets.
And the boy Robert Pat came down and hit the 3 on us. Took us in overtime, and then Reggie Williams. He put on a show.
But Reggie Williams really looking to shoot the ball. Why not? When you're that hot. Reggie Williams leading the Denver Nuggets. He is on fire. Over in the corner, Reggie Williams, another 3. What is going on here in Denver?
Denver played a great series. Mutombo played
great.
He played decent, especially in those last 2 games.
He played great on defense because he was altering a lot of our shots. He did a lot of things that we wasn't used to him doing because the first 2 games, you dominated. He was dunking on him and everything, and then he adjusted to us and he started blocking all our shots. And then what I think we did was our mindset got to he blocking our shots. Let's not go at him the way we need to go at him. Should have kept going at him to get him in foul trouble.
Mutombo embraces the ball and the unlikely upset. One of the great upsets in NBA playoff history. The 8th seed, the Denver Nuggets, have beaten the team with the best record in the NBA, the Seattle Supersonics.
We was always considered in the Western Conference the back 3. You know what I'm saying? Because they always had Karl Malone
and John.
And you know me, I used to always want to get at John all the time. And I told you to go at Karl and go in his head. We couldn't get past him, and I said, man, what we gonna do? And then all of a sudden, we got a chance to get him in 95, 96, when we had him in the Western Conference Finals.
The Seattle skyline serves as a backdrop for Game 1 in the Western Conference Finals, where hopes are sky high.
That was a big hurdle for us. John was at the top of his game, and Karl was a beast. Let's just keep it real. And they had so many other ways that they could beat you, from the jump shot to the pick and roll to him streaking down the middle of the court. That was a big task for us to get past him, bro. I definitely learned a lot from John and Karl.
Yeah, me too. I learned a lot from John. I talk about him a lot, about how I'm out of my game after years to get him the same way. And then I knew that you were learning from Karl.
I had a lot of respect for Karl, a lot of respect for John.
Yeah.
They didn't make it easy for us, bro.
Russell storms into the front court, shoots the shot for the right side, no good for 3. Askew the rebound, the Sonics win. They hang on and take out the Utah Jazz in a tough, hard-fought 7-game series to go on to the NBA Finals to beat the Chicago Bulls.
When we overtook them, I think that's where we became one of the best duel. I think we became the best duel in 95, 96. And then we had to go to that finals and see if we can be the number one because they had Jordan and Pippen.
The NBA Finals return to Chicago.
What time is it?
The prevailing attitude in Chicago, and through most of the country really, is that these NBA Finals loom not so much as a competition as a coronation.
Pippen's going to have to go to work. Great fake. Hey, hits it at the buzzer.
Come on, man. Come on, Sean. You rebound it. You run us. Everybody play like they're full players.
Peyton leading the way.
Peyton with the steal.
And that little look like, Michael, you're the king, but I'm coming after you tonight.
Now Jordan goes to the fadeaway. Oh, he wanted that shot.
This one's over. Chicago's going out to Seattle with a 2-game lead.
When we got in there, I think, Sean, we didn't play to win. We played to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you didn't start really picking it up until game 4.
Yeah, game 3 and game 4. You had a little injury at the start of the Bulls series.
Right.
I knew it was going to be trouble for us.
As the scene shifts to the Emerald City for Game 3, the Sonics look to get back in the series.
Jordan far outside the center. Fires the 3. Yes! Oh, baby.
The Bulls have just taken the Sonics right out of the rhythm. They're not playing their usual game.
I know this is the Gloves home, and I wasn't going to verbalize, any kind of confrontation with them. I was just going to come out and play and let my basketball do all my talking.
The Chicago Bulls will have a 3-zip lead in the NBA Finals.
This is a team that just has focused so well all year. We just think that we've got a good opportunity to put it back to them. They'll be loose. They'll be free. They'll be very intense defensively. We're going to have to step up another notch again and just hope that we can get an opportunity to win this 4th one.
George Karl and his staff can only wonder what they can do. Are there any adjustments left?
When you get beat, you look at yourself in the mirror, you say, hey, we got our butts kicked. And you take that with a good old education butt whooping, because that's what's been going on here.
When we went down 3-0, and we had a conversation. He was like, man, you all right? You all right, dog? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm about to go back and tell him I'm about to guard him.
Defensive Player of the Year, Gary Payton will start the game guarding Michael Jordan. That's a matchup many have wanted to see this entire series.
And I don't care what happened. I told you, I said, man, you just take over the game on offense. I'll shut him down, and I'm going to give you what I can give you on the offensive side. You said, I know you're going to give me everything you got. Stay in the game, gentlemen. Stay in the game and see if they can tire you in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Just keep working your way back with your defense. Now we got Gary on Jordan, right?
Jordan and Peyton going right at each other. Seattle is playing terrific ball.
On the spin. Beautiful dive.
Posted up is Kemp. Gonna turn. Wheel.
Slam over London.
Seattle Supersonics taking the series back to the United Center.
We now know how to beat them, and we know that we got to do some things even better in Chicago.
So when we start getting it, and then we beat them by 20 or more in the first 2 games, I said, man, we got a shot at it. I said we should have did this in the early beginning, and that's what I said, man, we should have started playing from the beginning that way. I should have just told George from the get that I was going to guard him from the get. You were starting to adjust to Rodman.
Right.
You were starting to adjust to him. You started getting your game right. And then because he came in and started banging on everybody, and then we started loosening up a little
We
bit.
did a little bit, but the Bulls, with Dennis Rodman, they always had that edge, man.
You remember that year? They won that 72 games.
Yeah,
But people don't remember we won 65.
Yeah, absolutely.
We still had a 65 game, and we had split with them that year, 1-1, and we had a good chance of beating them. And I think Phil Jackson knew that we had a chance we could beat them. But me and you went in there with a mindset of let's get at them. We wasn't scared.
Hey, don't be afraid to double this guy. We hit it there. Michael, you're off the cut. Dennis, you're off the cut. Build your triangle. Let's go. Be aggressive. Whatever you do, be aggressive.
No, I've had talks with Scotty about that, and we definitely, I think if you hear Michael, he always say that was his favorite championship, the year that he beat us. So I got a lot of respect for that.
The Chicago Bulls have won the 95-96 NBA championship. The only thing I hate is we never won that championship with each other, but we just didn't have that like we had. We was missing
We just something.
and it never happened. And, but we still had a great run. We had great runs.
Yeah, man, those are my boys, man. GP and Sean Kemp. Man, good old days. Good old days of Sonics basketball.
Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's going to be the Seattle Supersonics going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We've got the Seattle Supersonics facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Jamal Crawford.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his hand off the screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And one of the more noticeable things about him, Steve, is how ineffective screens are against him. I mean, it's almost like he's got oil all over his body, the way he slips off of it.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Conley kicks to Gasol. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going.
Here's Ibaka. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
That's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Gasol nails them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Robinson kicks to Crawford. Excellent D there.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's Prince. No luck. And as the Sonics taking it the other way. One-on-one fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Jamal to the line.
The Supersonics shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Crawford.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. We play just over a minute here in the first. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Conley. Randolph's got his first points of the night.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Pass to Hawes. Back to Robinson. Crawford outside. Outside Robinson. It's Durant on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Let's go, KD.
Here's Conley. Allen outside. The dish to Gasol. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. He kicks it to Hawes. It's Durant on the wing. Allen against Crawford. Pass to Robinson. Back to Crawford. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best at winning time.
Durant, guarded by Prince, and Durant gets it to go. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now here's Randolph. Again, Memphis.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Outside Robinson. The pass to Crawford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Supersonics making a change here. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Boston Celtics.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.